So, when I was 16 years old, my father made an announcement that he would start cooking dinner one night a week. Now, my father was a big man, 6'4", 225 pounds, and at 16, I was 5'4" and 105 pounds. My dad was worried about my size. And he decided that maybe if he just fed me with, 5,000 calories at a sitting, that maybe I would just somehow grow. The challenge was that my father was not a good cook. He couldn't cook at all. He didn't understand how food was put together at all. So I would come home after high school and I would open up the door and I would be blasted like a sauna with just smelly, hot food. And my father called them rice dishes. They were appropriately named because, yes, indeed, they did start with rice. And then pretty much anything that he could find in the cabinets or the cupboards or the trunk of his car, it didn't matter where he found stuff, it just went into the rice dish. So I would try to sneak past him as I went by the kitchen, and he always caught me. Whoa, 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 son. It's time for your rice dish. And miraculously, a spoon would appear in his hand, and he would dollop out some and shove it in my mouth, and it would be searingly hot and disgusting. And I'd swallow it, and he'd just be standing there just so proud. Huh? What do you taste? And I'd go, oh, okay, Dad. Tuna. Brisket. Very good. Extra protein in there. What spices do you taste? Okay. Cinnamon. Cilantro. Very good. Also, star anise. Oh, there is one other thing in there, a surprise ingredient. Can you guess that? Smoked oysters. And then he would take a huge ladle and just glop 3 helpings on there, put it in a bowl, send me to my room, and I'd be sitting on my bed just staring at it, and it would be steaming and disgusting, and I would try to choke it down, and I just couldn't. I couldn't at all. And this happened a few times until I finally got smart. I put away a little box of Ziploc baggies. And so I'd go to my room and I'd sit on my bed and I'd wait maybe, 10, 15 minutes. And then I'd pull out a baggie and I'd open it up and I'd shove it in there, zip it up, put it under my bed. And then I'd take my empty bowl back to the kitchen. My dad would still be standing there and be like, oh, you finished your rice dish. Oh, yes, Dad. The smoked oysters were inspired. And then he'd be thrilled because he would have given me 5,000 calories. And weight gain was sure to follow. Now, I was at a dinner party with my parents, and my mom asked me to tell this story. And my father had never heard it before. And he came inside right as I said, and then I opened a baggie, and I put all the food in it, and zipped it up, and put it on my bed. And I stopped. And my mom was like, oh, no, keep going. It's so funny. It's so funny. So I finished the story, and then my mom capped it off. She was like, oh, but the funny part is, when Bruce went off to college, I went into his room to clean, and I found 17 bags all decomposing underneath his bed. And my dad looked at me, and he said, oh, son, I'm so sorry. And I felt horrible. And I knew he was trying to help me. I knew he was trying to get me bigger and better. I just couldn't eat his food. A couple of years ago, I went to go visit my dad. He was in a nursing home in memory care, and he was so skinny, and he was in a wheelchair, and he used his little skinny legs to kind of move himself around. And today was a good day because he recognized me. And I told him about how I was doing and what was going on with the kids and how the world was. And at some point, he got lost. And he just turned around and wheeled himself down the hallway away from me. And as I watched him go away, I realized that there was one thing that I craved more than anything in the world. I wanted just one more rice dish with him like he used to be. Of course, I'd need some canned sardines and some saffron and cottage cheese. Thank you.